No matter where you came from, no matter what you do, when it comes to quadcopters, be that aerial photographing, racing, freestyle, no style, we all got one thing in common. Where did it begin? For me, it all started about 2 years ago for Christmas. My family thought it would be a great idea to get me this Walmart special Skyviper 2450 Wi-Fi VR set streaming drone kit. And, well, it was on sale. It was like $70 or something. And the whole reason that they picked it up for me was about a month before we went to a yard sale, and I picked up this little toy helicopter for like $5 and was able to fix it, put a new battery in it, and soldered on a couple wires that were loose, and it charged and it flew. And I figured out how to set the trim, and I was having a blast flying around the living room and then crashing into the mac and cheese and hiding in the fridge waiting for my girlfriend to open the fridge so I could turn it on and fly out and just whatever, just having a good time with it. I think I was flying it, and our pit bull thought it was a super interesting thing and wanted to play with it as well, and it only took 2 chomps for it to die. So let's go back a little bit here. That particular Christmas, a few months prior, we just moved into our house, and money was tight, things were hard, and I not only didn't expect anything for Christmas, I didn't want anything at all. I was thankful that we had our place, and we weren't living how we were for a couple months while it was all happening, so that was my Christmas present. When I first opened it, I was shocked, and it was like, in a couple ways, a couple levels. It was really cool. It was like the gesture behind it was more important to me than the contraption itself. In fact, like I was so moved and happy that the family thought of me and got it for me, but I was like, I don't know anything about drones. I don't know how to fly them, or, I don't really have even an interest or whatever, and I didn't want to be rude, but I also felt like I should return it and could use that money towards something else. And they're like, oh, it was only $70 or whatever, and I was like, still. So it sat on the shelf for about 3 weeks. I opened the box just to look at it one time, and then I put it away, and that was it. About the second weekend, I started looking at it more, and it started looking back at me. I'd walk past, and it would be giving me that eye, and I was like, well, what's going on with this? So I get bored one evening, and I fire up the YouTubes, and I start looking at some stuff online about Skyviper, and just going through all those videos, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Here's a kid like flying it like through a playground, and I'm like, oh, I guess it's kind of cool. You can get some aerial pictures and video and all that, and started watching it a little bit more and more, and it seemed more interesting as time went on. But then I clicked on to Rotor Riot's channel, and I watched one of their videos, and after that experience, I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's do this. I was excited. I saw what they were doing with the, race drones, the whole other setup compared to the toy grade stuff. And so I was like, all right, well, I want to fire this drone up, and I want to do that stuff. And so I don't look at the instructions. I don't watch a tutorial or nothing. I go and I charge the battery, and then I plug it in. I download the app on my phone, I put it in the VR goggles, and I fire it up, turn it on, arm it, and I was like, this is going to be just like Xbox 360. First thing I did, I go up, I'm hovering, I turn around, I yaw, 360, I was like, oh, cool, this is great. Well, before you know it, I'm going up above the tree line, whatever, I'm like, yay, this is cool. I pitch forward a little bit, I'm like, this is great. And then all of a sudden, that's when I lost it all, and the controls wasn't like I thought they should be, and I ended up in the middle of the blackberries and poison oak. Needless to say, I was pissed because I had to go out there before it was getting dark, started to rain, in shorts and sandals through the briars and the poison oak, and let me tell you, they both were in it together, out for me, because nothing like getting yourself all cut up and then poison oak just rubbed in it. So I had a good batch of poison oak that time. So I started studying, and I started watching videos, and started flying it, and it wasn't long before I realized a few things. A, the headset with the Wi-Fi with my phone was not a thing that you could do to fly FPV. So I was like, well, that's out the window. At least I can record my flights when I do the line of sight. So I'm practicing line of sight, and felt like I got pretty good in the sense where, you know, I could go around trees and objects and bring it back to me, and just having a real good time with it. But one day it just hit me, where I realized, oh no, I like this. And more than that, I like this a lot. It was all about FPV. All the content that I watched online whenever I had a chance, all of my spare time that I could get away with without totally neglecting my life, duties, chores, girlfriends, and pets, was about FPV. And I started just getting into it, and I was like, this toy grade stuff's not gonna work out. And the moment that I realized that is I bought a $15 FPV camera off of Amazon, and I hook it up, and I go to hook it up to my phone, and I was like, oh, wait, that don't work, I need a receiver. Started looking into it, I need VR goggles, so I buy a $80 set of FPV goggles. It finally shows up, I tape the camera to the top of the Sky Viper, and I was flying around. That was my first FPV experience, and let me tell you, I thought that it was awesome. I thought that I was awesome, and everything was great. I look back at it now, and I was like, that toy quadcopter could barely lift off of the ground with that camera and extra little 1S battery on it. Nowadays, and going to the race drone situation, that step was a big one. The first time that I got it fired up and programmed, and I spun those props and I brought it up in the air and crashed into the bushes about 20 feet away. The first time I did that, I realized this is not a toy. This could be extremely dangerous, and the power of it, needless to say, it gave me a dose of reality, and I had to do some more studying before I can go out and then fly it, because I felt like I was gonna hurt something on the wing is gonna get just smashed. Did my homework, got more confident. The first flight controller burnt out, and I ordered another one. I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn everything I need. I can go through and replace it, it'll be fine. It's the worst 3 months of my life. I went halfway crazy, but I came back from it. I learned a lot. What it takes to do FPV, how demanding it is, things to expect, and ways not to behave and to hold on to grudges that don't exist because it affected my work, my friendships, relationships, home life, and subconscious. I mean, it was a big sock in the balls. But nowadays, I couldn't imagine being without FPV, and I'm super thankful for my thoughtful family, and I'm super thankful for the ability to even have a drone, even though I'm nowhere where I want to be. I need more stuff to be able to produce what I need. I mean, DVR set up, and I couldn't imagine how great it would be to be able to afford a GoPro, much less maybe a 4, 5, 6S battery and the stuff to run it, the big boys, type of thing. Because I just do the 3S, and I got 1, 2, 4S batteries, and I mean, I'm just thankful to be able to do it, even though I'm not where I want to be, and I'm not able to make type of content that I want. I imagine I'll get there with enough time, work, luck, and just money. Having all of that said, if you're anything like me, you love FPV. You guys should go out and fly. You deserve it. Just let them know. Beans from Drone Alone gave me a free pass.
It's totally cool.
Go out, fly a couple packs, and power loop it. EBR, you know who you are. All credit to you. New FPV slogan. Get coffee mugs and t-shirts somewhere. I don't know. They don't exist yet. They should. What's that slogan? Power loop it. Simple. Just about everything in life can be solved with that one saying. Having a bad day, got punched in the face, missing most of my teeth now. Power loop it. Just got fired from your job, kicked in the nuts by a horse. Power loop it. Just fell off a ladder and broke my arm in a cast. It might be difficult, but go power loop it. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. I just might need to fly. I could die if I don't get to power loop. Who would have knew I like to power loop? We got a new slogan. It's called power loop it. You just need to stretch got to power loop it. If you're not doing it, you might be stupid. Got to go